Welcome to Tier 5, the podcast where three awesome guys talk about three awesome albums. Usually it's four, but of course one of our guys just had to jump out today. But we're going to steady the course. We're going to go ahead. And let me see. We got some awesome albums to talk about today. And also wanted to mention, just to start everything off, I'm Chris Morrison.
I'm Ian Gebhardt.
I'm Cody.
Yes. All right. So it's all three of us in it today. And last week, guys, that I posted on Facebook a question again. I decided to ask, what's everybody's favorite songs for mending a broken heart? And the response was huge, so I'm just like, I guess everybody has a fucking broken heart. So, well, at least everybody has had that at least once. Some of the answers were kind of cool, and I'm going to go through them. Alrighty, so our friend Lisa, spelled with a Z, it's like Liza. Lisa says Johnny Cash's cover of Hurt, and because captures the whole getting your guts ripped out perfectly. And I agree with that. You know, I hurt myself today.
It's a good song,
Yeah, it was like legendary.
Trent Reznor even said it's his song now. The guy who wrote it pretty much gave it to Johnny Cash after he covered it.
Right on. Well, at least I respect him a little bit more now. So if he's just like, dude, you did it better. Take it. Maybe some people, Bob Dylan, should do that now.
Calling you out, Bob.
Yeah, calling you out, Bob.
Fuck, Bob.
No, fuck, Bob. Our friend Lyric House says Jay-Z's 99 Problems. That will fix my broken heart any day. Our friend Kevin says the Ramones, Beat on the Brat. Beat on the brat with a baseball bat. Oh, yeah. That's my jank. Friend Kayla says Beyonce's Irreplaceable. That song goes like, you must not know about me. You must not know about me. That song.
How does that go again?
Hold on. You must not. Our friend Taylor says Sia's Elastic Heart, the piano version, because it's way more dramatic that way.
Yes, it is.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, so you've heard it. I was about to say, I have not heard that
I was
one.
going to say, I've never heard of that.
I like
Can you
Sia.
give me a bar?
Seal.
Sia.
Oh, okay.
Sia.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, not Kiss from a Rose. Actually, I think that's my new breakup song. Just sit in the car on a rainy night and sing it to myself. I agree with this one, too. Jake, our friend, says the Star Wars theme. Yeah, I'm full on that. Hell yeah. Just that.
Whether it be a woman or a galactic empire, they still break hearts.
Well, I was heartbroken. Our friend Patrick says John Mayer, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room. I have heard
one.
that. Yeah, I heard that live, and that was like, ooh, that was pretty dang good. Our friend Will says The Struts, Kiss This. That's a newer song. I heard it on the radio earlier. I hadn't heard it before. It's pretty good. Our friend Ryan says the Black Keys cover of Junior Kimbrough's Meet Me in the City, or just about anything from Junior Kimbrough. Haven't heard of Junior Kimbrough before. I've got some stuff to look
He's
at.
like this new blues guy. He plays guitar. He's pretty cool. He's got like the Black Keys sound.
Right on.
Yeah, I saw him on Later with Jules Holland one time. It was pretty cool.
Dang, man, I'm going to have to check him out then.
Definitely sounds like old school stuff.
Well, hell yeah, Black Keys Brothers album was super awesome. That was definitely one of my favorites. It became a quick favorite.
Yeah.
Our friend John says, really anything from The Cure, but this is my favorite track of theirs, and it's The Cure 100 Years. Haven't heard that song yet. And then he also sent in Dax Riggs' Death Bright. I've never seen that, but that is super kind of out there. I really want to look at it, and I will eventually. That's why I have everything saved. And that's about it for the awesome opener. That was what everybody said back, and I was really happy to see that kind of response.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I didn't know a lot of those ones that people were saying.
Yeah, like, you must not know about me. That's what I'm going to sing every time I walk into a Walmart and the doors automatically open. Like, you must. Yeah. So we have some awesome albums lined up today. Since there's going to be just three of us talking, we're going to try to be a little just as patient with it as we can be, because we're only 3 instead of the 4.
We did 3 last time and went for an hour and a half.
Yeah, we had our longest show.
That was super long. Dang, yeah, that's true.
It's crazy.
We're fine.
You know what? We're just gonna take our time and be awesome with it.
We're just fine.
Who's I see something there, and that's got to be from the '60s. What year?
Yes, that's me. We're starting way back in the year.
Cody's gonna be starting us off.
Yeah,
Yep.
Cody's first. What is it?
Well, I'm trying to find the year. That's the one piece of information I didn't get was what year. I'm pretty sure it's
Yeah, it should be on the sleeve.
68, I believe.
Okay, so we're going all the way.
We're gonna say 1968 because
Okay.
I'm too late.
So we're going. So we'll say 68 until it's corrected, or if it's the same, Cody's a genius.
I'm sure it'll come up while I'm reading.
yeah.
All
So
my
we're gonna go
stuff
from
here.
68 all the way to 2014.
No, you're next.
Yeah, I'm saying, but like the whole span of it.
Yeah.
Like from
Yeah.
beginning to end.
Yeah, 68 to 14.
So that's like
gonna be a
a
big
lot of
time
years,
jump.
man. It's a hell of a time.
Lot of
jump.
shit
I gotta
happened.
be the oddball out again.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
I feel more like the oddball because I'm the only one like in the 60s. You guys are in the
I
later
like
decades.
to throw it around.
We're at the time that
good.
we're all alive.
Right?
You know?
Yeah. I'm still
But-
living in the past, man. I can't shake it.
Yeah.
Kennedy,
You could have
fucking
some
Martin Luther King.
yeah,
Heavy
PTSD.
shit.
Wearing a
shit.
leather vest.
Yeah. That's right. Can't shake the past, man.
They made us monsters over there.
But yeah.
Cody's fresh in from Altamont Speedway. You know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, all patched up, riding high off of 3 days of mescaline and cocaine.
Damn, that's like my Sunday morning.
God damn, I need to start coming over here Sunday mornings.
Shit gets rough over here. You don't want no part of this. Get
Don't
on
want no
out.
part of this shit.
So okay, so we'll
kind
say
of think I do.
Okay.
so we're starting off at 1968, and this is definitely
Yeah.
a timepiece band.
Not
Yeah.
habit forming.
But yeah, we're starting off in roughly 1968 with CCR's third studio album, Green River. And I'd like to say that the other 2 albums that they recorded before this, along with this one, were all recorded in the span of 1 year, like less than a year. It's crazy.
And
Like,
so the 3, was there any more after in the same year?
not in the same year. No,
So this was like
was
the
the
last-
last one. Yeah, this is the last of their
Whoa.
year long. But
So they've been sitting in the studio working this whole entire
yeah, dude,
time.
that
like,
whole year, all they were doing was
Oh.
playing shows, recording, playing shows, writing
Dang.
in between. Like
and that is an artist.
seriously, man.
That's
like,
a freaking artist.
they were going hard during this year, and like they had just come off the success of their first 2 albums. That their previous one, which was Bayou Country. That's right. That was their second one, and that one had Born on the Bayou and
that's what I was about to
Fortunate
say.
Son. Yeah, that was the album that got them big. So this was like their follow-up. But I'm sure they were working on this as they got famous for their previous album.
Everyone's like, "Oh, we
Yeah.
want to meet you." Like, "Yeah, we're working."
Yeah, like-
stop, please.
We're trying to get our shit done. Like, please wait your turn.
I
Yeah,
need to feed my kids. Get away! Ah!
yeah. Like the whole album was, of course, it was produced by John Fogerty. He had his hands all up in it. He was really the creative control behind CCR
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff.
Wasn't
Yeah.
he the singer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
John Fogerty, lead singer, lead guitar player, head person in charge of creative control, because
So-
that's what he was all about.
It's like his baby. Then
Pretty much,
Yeah,
yeah.
he got screwed over when he went solo too.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because they said he sounded too much like
Yeah, that's
CCR.
right. It was I think it was "Running Through the Jungle" was
Yeah.
the song he got in trouble for.
Even though
'cause-
even though
Yeah.
the creative mastermind behind CCR, even when he went solo, they
Yeah.
told him he couldn't sound like that because he sounded too much like
Yeah,
CCR.
with his song, "The Old Man is Down the Road," it sounded just like "Run to the Jungle." So
That's
it's like
right,
He kind
yeah.
of sued himself.
Yeah,
What?
it's retarded. It's like, what? I'm getting sued because I sound too much like myself.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know that
Shame
thing?
on you.
It's a good way to get fired.
You know how original you are? Yeah, you need to stop doing that. Like,
Here, how about you? Wait, what time did that song come out? When did he go solo? Do we know those years?
it had to have been like late 70s.
No.
Okay.
early 80s.
They probably like, sound more like the Eagles.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Desperado.
Could you imagine that? Stop sounding like yourself,
I
damn
know,
it.
right? It's like, what the fuck? I
What
guess
do I-
I'm just gonna give up playing music if I can't sound like
It's
myself. Like,
I'm born to be in pictures, Ma. Or you could either just be like that, or it's like, I'm gonna go work at 7-Eleven. Fuck this. I'm out.
Sweatshop, here I come.
Fuck you, corporate hags.
okay, so this album was released in August of '69.
Ha! You were wrong.
Yes, I was wrong. I'm sorry. I fucked up.
No, it's all good.
But
Airing it out.
their previous album was released in January of that year, and then they released another one. What?
Months later.
7 months later. Yeah, 7 months later they released another one, and I mean, there's some really good songs on this album that went straight to number one, like "Bad Moon Rising."
Oh,
The title song "Green River," which was actually written about this place John Fogerty used to go when he was a kid. It was
Green River.
no, it wasn't actually called the Green River,
but he
uh,
just calls it Green
damn
River
it.
because it's probably
Green?
crap-looking water.
I got a story behind that.
Okay. Oh.
He would go to this place every summer as a child. It was like some camp place. It was something Cody's Camp because he actually says it in the song.
Okay. Oh, that's nice.
Camp Titiwanga.
Yeah, Titiwanga.
It was where is it? Okay, it was Putah Creek.
Putah.
It's in California somewhere. But yeah, he used to go there all the time when he was a kid, and he used to go to the soda shop that was there, and there was a food coloring drink there
Uh-huh.
called the Green River that he used to get all the time. He'd put it
Oh,
on his
right
ice
on.
cream, all that shit.
A drink?
Yeah, it was like
put this drink on my ice
well, it
cream.
was like one of those soda pop shops where
Yeah.
you get ice cream. You
Oh,
get
like a float
soda
or something?
Yeah, shit like that.
Oh, yeah, because you got to think of the times. It's
Yeah.
not like nowadays where
Exactly.
everybody's... Yeah. Okay, cool.
Coffee.
Go to the local
Starbucks.
soda
Yeah.
jerk. Yeah,
Give me Starbucks and cigarettes. You're 7. What the hell?
yeah, but
Smokachino.
Smokachino.
That's a Scrubs reference. That is not my own joke.
Cite your sources, sir. No.
I just did.
Bingo.
But yeah, he used to go there and get the same flavor soda every day, and that's like
Green.
that just came up because he thought it'd be a cool name for the song, since the whole song was about this place he'd go to as a kid.
Yeah.
And he even talked more about how like Credence was never from the Bayou. If anyone
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
doesn't know this,
He
they're
wasn't
very, very far from it. But he said, Fogerty said he always liked to place his songs there because he liked the style of the Bayou and all
yeah,
that.
like
you know,
I can imagine, like the environment. Almost,
yeah,
is
just
like,
all the lore.
Not
and-
from the
yeah,
Bayou.
shit like
oh
that.
hell yeah,
But yeah, they're definitely from Detroit. They're not from the Bayou.
They're
Yeah.
from Detroit.
Yeah.
Detroit.
hmm
Damn,
Yeah, man.
that is funny because like all their songs are like
I know,
do
right?
do do, looking
Very
out
far
my
from the
back door.
Bayou. Yeah.
It's like that's not Detroit. You think like some shady son.
Right. Yeah, but that's where that song came from, just his childhood, which was really cool. Everything in that song is about stuff he'd used to do, skipping
wow.
the rock across the river,
Yeah,
all that.
just that good down home country
yeah,
bayou
yep.
stuff.
And Bad Moon Rising, which is another good one on this album.
Commonly mistaken for bathroom on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a bathroom on the right. Yeah.
But he wrote that song after reading The Devil and Daniel Webster, which is a good old Southern Gothic tale, and it's actually was interpreted into a Twilight Zone episode as
Really?
well. Yeah, you didn't know that?
Do we know the episode?
I think the episode was called The Devil and Daniel Webster.
Devil? Oh. I'm gonna have to watch it tonight. I have the
you
entire
have to now.
collection.
You have to.
Yeah. That's
But yeah, he
You have to. We're going to strap you to the bed and
swear-
make sure you watch
I
it.
swear
Yeah.
to fucking God, I'm gonna put it in as soon as it starts. I'll be like, man, I've seen this shit. Like,
Right.
God damn it! Like, no, I look like an idiot. Great.
Yeah, but he got the idea from that story. That's why like the tune of the song is so upbeat, but then the lyrics are so dark to it.
Southern Gothic.
Yeah, I mean there was some other good songs on here, but the most notable ones are those. And then my favorite is the Ray Charles cover, The Nighttime is the Right Time. I love CCR's cover of that. Like,
Nighttime
one
is the
thing
right
about
time.
CCR is they always like would take these cover songs and they would blow them out their own asshole. Like,
I was about to say, did they write that song Susie Q?
no, that was a cover too.
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
was a Q.
Yep. Yes.
I love singing. I'll be a great singer one day.
If you didn't know that was the rendition of Susie Q, you should go listen to the original.
Yeah. I just remember from that Apocalypse Now, because Creedence Clearwater, they were the soundtrack to the Vietnam War.
Right.
So any
Yeah.
movie you watch,
Yeah.
really.
Exactly. Any movie set during the Vietnam era or in Vietnam, they always have at least one CCR song playing.
Because their sound is cement, man.
Yeah,
Like, you
there's
can't
no
help it.
mistaking it for anybody else. Nobody sounds like them.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
not like, oh wait, is this Bob Dylan? No,
right?
It's,
And I mean, a lot of credit of that goes to John Fogerty, but at the same time, like I always knew he was like very conceited and thought highly of himself, like a lot of other artists, you know, like Don Henley, people like that, you know. And it's like it's sad reading this shit about a musician you really look up to.
Don't meet
but
your
John
heroes.
Fogerty's an asshole, okay?
Oh wait,
like,
really?
Because he's constantly gone back and forth talking about the history of CCR, and he either says, yes, it was a collaborative effort when we recorded these songs, and then a lot of other times he always says, no, it was all me. I wrote all this. Like, he's even gone on record.
Flip-flopping.
Yeah, he's gone on record as saying, yeah, most of the time the bandmates didn't even hear the melodies until the record came out, because I guess he would go in and record. But then he also shoots himself down by saying, no, that wasn't true. We were recording together, blah, blah, blah. All I know is when they recorded this album, Green River, they were all in the studio playing it live.
He was a flip-flopper.
Yeah, he did. Like, he orchestrated most of the parts, though, for every Creedence song, just about.
Okay.
Like he told him,
Well-
you know, it should sound more like this. You should play this, and then it would get down to him just telling them exactly what to play. You know?
Which
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
if you're in a group with creative people, bad on you.
Yeah.
If you're already doing something and then you just meet up with people who just they
yeah,
do it as
if
a
you're
job.
paying these people to come into the studio, yeah, that's
Hell yeah,
one
it's
thing.
like, here, look, do this, do that, do this, and this is how my song sounds, guys. Instead of
Yeah.
being like, yeah, we're a band, we're all creating.
Yeah.
This is what you're gonna do. You
Yeah.
know, it's kind of
Yeah.
fucked.
He's got a history of doing that, you know.
Oh man, that's
But when it comes down to
Yeah.
it, most of the time when CCR did record, it was usually all four of them in the studio playing it live. Like, this
Oh,
whole
shit.
album is basically live. They're just not in front of an
Yeah.
audience. Like,
Those-
it's great.
as long as they got the sound right and everything. Yeah, it's like you
Yeah,
can always
man.
turn out a great album live.
Mm-hmm.
Just like Paranoid was.
right. Yeah.
A lot of that stuff was just live. and
Yep.
did
Just
great.
went in and cut it. And I think John Fogerty's brother, he did some overdubs and stuff because he worked a lot with them in the
Yeah.
studio. A lot of people don't know that, but John Fogerty's brother played rhythm guitar on almost every CCR song.
Oh,
Backup
wow.
harmonies. I want to say he played harmonica for him too.
Yeah.
So
Did he ever go on tour with them? Or
I think he used to tour with him. Yeah,
Hey.
he actually died a few years ago.
Oh.
Something like that. But yeah, before they cut this album, they were playing a gig at the Fillmore, and
Hey.
I don't know what band they were playing with, but apparently this band was stoned out of their fucking minds and they couldn't play or nothing, and that's when CCR, they got in like a group huddle and they pretty much swore to never drink alcohol or do any drugs so they could be the best they can be, which is cool because it obviously showed. You know, you go back, you look at their live
Yeah.
performances from like '69 and shit, they sound fucking
Yeah.
on point. You
Fuck
know,
yeah, man.
there
Absolutely.
ain't nothing wrong with getting a little stoned, but getting too stoned is a problem.
Yeah, it's like any drug. It's like once you've smoked, injected, drank,
right.
beyond your point of doing
Right.
anything, you're
Yeah.
fucked. It's like
Playing at the Fillmore,
then you
you
got
want
a
to be
problem.
on point too. Like,
yeah.
but you also would need something to take the edge off a little bit playing at the Fillmore. I mean, shit. That's a big ass venue, man.
Yeah, it's like,
You
oh, I'm a
know.
little nervous.
You know, but yeah, they swore off doing any kind of drugs or anything just so they could solely focus on the music, which is cool because not enough bands put that much heart into their performances.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
so you gotta
Especially nowadays.
yeah, so you gotta kind of respect that. You know, that they wanted to put the music before anything. even though it was just John Fogerty's music. you know?
But they got it together and for an
Yeah,
entire year.
they did their thing, man. 1 year they pumped out 3 albums. It's crazy.
That's
like
impressive.
you never hear about people doing that
Ever.
ever. Maybe the Dead when they were cutting live albums,
yeah.
but that's different. Like these guys were in the studio.
In the
for 3
studio,
albums.
touring, like just doing everything.
Yeah,
at
man,
the
they
same
were
time.
moving, dude. They were moving in the late 60s.
Hell yeah.
And it's like
That's a great story.
yeah, dude. But like I picked CCR because to me they are the epitome of American rock and roll, man. Like
Yeah.
think of American rock and roll, I think of CCR.
When I think about Vietnam, man.
Right. Yeah.
I was thinking about war times. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, they're kind of like fuck the man. Like
Right.
they put the poor people in this situation. Susie Q. Man. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's about all I got to say about them. They're a great band. They have a very controlling frontman, but at the end
Who
of the day,
flip-flops.
what rock group doesn't have a controlling frontman? You know?
Hey,
It's-
somebody's got to keep it together. That's
Yeah.
that's true.
yeah,
I'll always agree to that.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my pure find. CCR Green River.
Green River.
I definitely recommend to pick it up if you.
Yeah.
never
What does
heard
that
it.
cover look like though?
It's just them hanging out on one of their farmlands. I think it's Fogerty's place.
Oh yeah.
Or it might even be down at Putah Forest or whatever it was called.
Utah. Yeah.
I don't honestly I don't know where they.
Yeah. They're just
Camp
kind of
Titiwanga.
they're kind of
Yeah.
standing in the shade with all
The sleeve art is cool though. It's
What?
like a
An
water painting.
like an oil painting.
Yeah,
almost,
an oil painting. It kind of mimics Jimi Hendrix's cover for Electric Ladyland. It's pretty
That
cool.
is cool. It does look good.
Yeah.
Righteous, man.
Yep.
Uh,
So now I guess we're gonna time travel to what year was that?
We are going all the way through the Reagan years, and we're skipping that.
We're skipping all the bullshit.
Yeah, skipping some GW. No, that was George Bush, not the smart one we know.
Wait, they're both smart. What?
Yeah. No, one of them. No.
One of them? One of them is smart?
One of them's a genius.
Wait, there's 2? Oh, we're fucked.
Okay, sorry. The first stupid one,
There we
and
go.
then we're in the middle of Clinton, because we're going all the way to 1995.
We're going to the good years.
Hell yeah, this is when we all can remember 1995. The Power Rangers were cool. Ninja Turtles were still relevant.
Clinton was in office. Lewinsky was in his office.
Yes, and I'm going to be doing Oasis's second studio album, What's the Story, Morning Glory. It's not exactly in the confines of the pure finds, as a vinyl, because the only way I could have found this was on CD. But I did come across it in a Borders bookstore one day, and I was very, very pleased to find it because I'd been listening to Oasis at the time.
Right, and you had the album when you were a kid, too. so
Exactly.
it's like,
it's like I was in high school and shit, and I was like, wait, I heard this, and picked it right up, and
You were in high school in 95?
no. This is like later.
we got an early bloomer here.
No. Yeah, I'm just super smart. Their second studio album, they finished it up and it released on October 2nd from Creation Records. Creation Records have also done the Cramps before.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't heard too much from the Cramps. I think
I know of
You have
them. I
cramps?
don't know about them.
I have Cramps.
It's that time of the month.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. October, that's my time of the year.
Time to catch it.
This dude named Owen Morris was the producer along with Noel Gallagher. This band had the Gallagher brothers,
Of course, yes.
Liam and Noel. Liam being the youngest, Noel being the oldest. They both rock and they played music for a while. And Liam started the band. They came out with the first album, Definitely Maybe. And after that, they came out with this one, which was the huge commercial success that everybody knows. If you haven't heard any of these songs, I don't know what you're doing with your life, really.
You're fucking up.
Yeah, you're fucking up, and you got to straighten out, young man.
There's no sense in living under a rock. You fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or young lady. if you've been in a 2-mile radius of drugs in your life, listen to this damn album. Now, the tracks, when Noel was producing it, and like Liam and Noel were writing a lot of the music, They wanted to really focus on huge choruses. That was their main focus. A lot of Beatles came into the inspiration, I suppose, because Liam sounds just like fucking John Lennon.
Yeah.
He does.
Honestly, man, those guys were so talented. If they could have kept it together and not fought so much, they could have been. They were on the verge of being the next Beatles, man.
But they were fucking huge.
Infamous of being a duo who could not get along.
Yeah, seriously, man. Oh,
Yeah, was it during the release of this? One of their singles, because there was a lot of singles on this album that they sent out. Roll with it. You gotta roll with it. You gotta take your time. That and a song, Country House by Blur. They're an English band as well.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, the lead singer is actually one of the same singers from the Gorillaz.
Huh.
Nice.
Yeah, the virtual band.
That's pretty cool.
I'm happy. I'm feeling
yeah.
it's him.
I know who the Gorillaz are.
He also did the song. Blur did that song that goes, "Woohoo!"
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's Blur.
Huh.
So they were out around the same time.
Right.
This was happening, so it became like a Britpop battle
cool.
to
Nice.
see who would come out on top. In my opinion, Oasis totally did.
Yeah.
The single "Roll with It" was facing off with with Blur's song "Country House." I think it went on for 10 weeks or so. Blur ended up selling 274,000 units, and Roll With It only sold 216,000.
Oh wow. So it wasn't that big of a jump.
It wasn't that bad of a loss, but I was still just reading about it.
Right.
I was just like, no. I was like,
We lost.
I was like,
If
"Blur,
only I was coherent in '95.
Right.
I'm not happy, feeling bad. So some of the singles were, of course, "Roll With It," "What's the Story, Morning Glory," "Wonderwall." Let me play Wonderwall real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, sing for us, Chris.
Yeah. And after all, "Don't Look Back in Anger," which is one of my absolute all-time favorite
It's a
tracks,
masterpiece.
and "Champagne Supernova."
Another masterpiece. Yeah.
Everybody knows about that jank. During they couldn't, we were talking earlier about how they couldn't really get their shit together. And
Right. Yeah.
thus, they will never be the second Beatles.
Yeah.
During this album, there was a bit of a confrontation that happened.
I'm not surprised.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't say.
So check this out. while in there, Noel was telling Liam, "Hey, on some of these tracks, I do want to sing. What was it? Don't Look Back in Anger and Champagne Supernova. Those were two that he was really looking to get his voice on. And while he was doing takes for that, just trying it out, see how it goes. That's how they do it in the studio. Liam was like, "Okay, well, I'll go across to the bar, the pub down the street." So he does that. Noel's working. Liam comes back hours later, tanked, with this other band called Cable. I'm not sure if they're still active. They're also Britpop in the 90s. And he comes back with them, and I'm not sure exactly what happened. The band came in, they were listening over the album, just like, "Hey, what do you guys think of this?" Listen to a few tracks. Next thing you know, pasta's flying everywhere. One of the guitarists said something stupid, and it really pissed off Joel. Noel.
Literal pasta or
Pasta, yeah.
they were throwing spaghetti.
That's all I've read. I read, yeah. I was like, I've read 2 or 3 articles. I'm just like, nobody ever tells me what the fuck was said. What the hell happened?
They were throwing
Yeah,
spaghetti.
it's Noel got pissed. So there was a little break up for 3 weeks.
Wow.
And then they come back in
Jeez,
and
their second album already.
Yeah.
shit
No
going
more
on.
spaghetti.
on Noel's way back to the studio to finish everything up, that's when he wrote "Cast No Shadow." That was I don't think that was one of the singles, but that's a bomb track off of the album.
Wow.
Yeah. So let's see here. It sold 347,000 copies in the first week, and it was #1 for 10 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, that was their album. What's the Story was #1 for 10 weeks, and I thought that was pretty tight.
Yeah.
Just thinking about that era,
Mm-hmm.
of Spice Girls. Yo, what do you want?
You'll sing Spice
Limp
Girls, but you
Bizkit.
won't sing Wonderwall.
Nope.
It's been done.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna touch that one.
Oh yeah. And with this album's huge choruses, Noel and Owen Morris, they worked on this album with many more, the British call it the compression war. Because a lot of compression was used on all these tracks. I guess making it better. I'm not a sound engineer, so it's like I'm not sure how much compression can really change a song.
It can.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
That's all I got to say about that.
and that's all I gotta say about that. I was hoping because they said with the heavy compression sound, a lot of bands started then using it after.
It's like I'm not a big
After
fan of
this.
compression, but it typically is almost a necessary evil now. I mean,
Yeah.
there's ways you can get around it, but I mean, it's kind of difficult unless everything is spot on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we use compression over our tracks on the podcast.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I mean, yeah.
Then we're part of the compression war. Whose side are we on? Oasis or Blur?
You're on whatever side I say you're on when I'm editing. It happens regardless.
He's our colonel.
Yeah, but like I said, this is one
Drop
of
and give me 50, damn it.
this is one of those albums that you can literally just sit down, play it, and listen to the entire thing. Each one of them is a ballad.
Yeah, you don't need a skip button for that album.
Not at all. Especially Champagne Supernova and Don't Look Back in Anger. Cast No Shadow. Roll With It is fantastic.
Yeah.
Also, She's Electric. That's one of my very favorites.
Yeah,
ever.
we were listening to that the other day.
Yeah, and and what were we saying? It's like that's like my guitar gently weeps almost. That's what it sounds like.
Was it that we were saying it sounds like?
Now I'm thinking now.
No, wait, it was what was it?
Was it?
Was it House the Rising Sun?
Nah.
I don't know. It sounded like a song. It sounded like a song.
Totally did. Yeah, like
We'll bring that up next week.
yeah, right. It's like corrections. Hey, if anybody out there knows, if you're
Yeah.
listening and you know, please
Save us the work,
Yeah.
please. Let us know in
what
comments.
song that they were thinking of at that one time in the car driving to
it's
that one
on
place.
this album. The
No,
song is on
seriously
this
though,
album.
if
the
you
song
listen
is
to
here.
that song, the progressions totally sound like another song, and I'm really pissed I can't think of it.
It was Guitar Gently Weeps, and it was an Oasis song off
Was
this
it?
album.
Okay,
Yeah.
then.
I mean, I can't really say much because I haven't listened to the album in like forever.
Yeah. It's time to pop it back on,
I just
brother.
have to listen to that Oasis song again. Then I'll remember.
Every time I put it on, I can feel my unibrow growing.
Those goddamn
I can see
Gallagher
it coming out
brothers.
now.
Yeah, right.
They should have called them the Unibrow brothers.
Slowly growing. My unibrow blots out the sun.
What's cool is, as sad as it is that,
That was
Oasis
the result of the compression
does,
war.
as sad as it is that they don't play together anymore, like Oasis is pretty much done. They've talked about reunions, you know.
Yeah.
There's a documentary coming out at the end of this summer about them and shit. But even though they don't get back together, Noel Gallagher still plays all the time. And if you catch him, he still plays all the Oasis classics.
Didn't you catch him somewhere?
Yes, I went to, it was Virgin Fest 2009, I think. And yeah, Jet was playing, and Noel Gallagher was actually setting in on piano for them. And the whole time I'm sitting there like,
Who is that?
yeah, I was like, that dude looks like he was in Oasis. He's got the same haircut, same everything.
unibrow.
Yeah, look at that
I was
unibrow,
like,
though.
I was like, nah, that can't be him. And then at the end of it, and they're like, yeah, we want to thank Noel Gallagher for joining us. I was like, motherfucker, that's him.
I would have gone crazier if I knew that shit, you piece of shit. God damn it, Jet.
It was a great show, though. But yeah, I mean, if you get the chance, still check Noel Gallagher out because he still puts on an awesome show.
Yeah, I was just during my research. I was looking up their live performances. You know, whenever Liam would show up.
Right? Yeah.
And I did catch that unplugged concert where
Oh, what? Where he's setting up in the balcony?
yeah, he's like
drinking a beer.
fucking Noel Gallagher is sitting on the stage. Liam decided not to because he was like, "Fuck it, I don't want to." And Noel's just like, "Okay, everybody, well, Liam won't be here tonight because of a sore throat."
Yeah.
And then you look back, and it's like he's smoking cigarettes, he's drinking beer, just like up
Yeah.
in the balcony heckling his brother, who's just trying to do the song.
Childish, man. It's childish.
I was like, "Holy fuck!"
Yeah.
And Noel says like he's watched me die on stage and everything, and I was like, he doesn't look like I thought he pulled it off. honestly, if Noel Gallagher was just like, "Hey, I'm gonna be touring Oasis," just me,
Right,
just
I'd
not
fucking pay to see it, man.
going. Yeah, I'd still
It's
want
just
to
as
see it.
good, man.
Hell yeah,
He's a great singer. He's a better person than his fucking brother. His brother's so conceited.
yeah. But ever
know?
since he had his kid, like his brother had a kid and shit, it's like Noel says he's gotten a lot better.
That's
and,
good.
And a reunion may be in the works.
Wow.
This was the first album with their new drummer, Alan White, I think it was. Let me double check that name. I think it's White. Yeah, Alan White, because I never looked up the drummer or anything until we listened to
Right.
Me and Cody had a little listen party
Yeah.
with Oasis, and I was like, dude, that drummer sounds like Ringo. Like those...
Great tom work, yeah.
It's great. Yeah, Alan White, this was the first album with the new guy. The first album definitely maybe had just somebody else who didn't really stick around.
Obviously.
But it was but when
much is
when this
obvious.
came out, they were pretty fucking popular. That first album they made did really great. It kind of stirred up the British music
Okay, so they
scene.
already had like a little bit of fame going for
a
them.
little bit.
Yeah.
This skyrocketed.
Yeah, this
them,
is what
like,
got them
fast.
everywhere.
This is
Yeah.
what got them free drugs.
And blowjobs.
And blowjobs. Boy, yeah, they are British. Why didn't I get to use some fucking British accent like the whole damn time?
What the fuck, man?
God damn it, I'm fucking up. You must not know about me.
Call
All right. But yeah, 1995. What's the Story? Morning Glory by Oasis. That is my pure find. Just one of the coolest albums I'd ever purchased. Just hearing 3 or 4 songs from it, I was like, I'm going to buy the entire thing. I want to listen to it all. I did, and my life has never been the same in a good way. So now we get to time jump a whole lifetime to Ian.
Yeah, I'm gonna do. I guess this is the.
This is the
more-
grand reveal. He's been keeping it a secret.
Yeah, you won't
Yeah.
even tell us.
It's the more modern one that we've done on the podcast.
Who's it gonna be?
Well, here.
The hell is that?
That was a little
you-
drum roll.
You're,
Oh.
you're supposed to say it.
Stop it! You're freaking me out.
Never heard of that. Before.
The dog's looking at us like we're crazy. But
Fuck you, Daisy. Don't judge me.
no, I'm
You
gonna.
lick your asshole. Don't judge me.
We're jumping to 2014 when it was officially released. Don't look at my notes, motherfucker.
I want to see.
Dude, we've got to know. Ugh.
Everybody's freaking out because I haven't told shit.
Why do kids love Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Ian?
Well, I mean, tricks are for kids. Cinnamon Toast Crunch could be for adults.
Yeah, yeah. What if the Queen of England had a dick? Let's see who your
Yeah.
album.
Does the Pope shit?
I hope it's impressive.
It might be.
But no, we're jumping to 2014 as the official signed Epic Records release. I'm doing Kongos, Lunatic.
Kongos Lunatic.
Okay, so the band, Kongos.
Okay.
Never heard of it.
Album, Lunatic.
Right on.
And you have heard them, I'm sure. Lord, come with me now. I'm gonna take you down. Lord.
Oh yeah, okay. That
Yeah.
song from the commercial. Okay.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
they have that kind of Cajun-ish, like Italian, maybe.
They've got the
Italian.
What?
That's a weird fucking.
American,
have-
French, Canadian,
That's
Italian.
like playing. That's like saying, yeah, I play jazz and death metal.
Yeah, what? I've been known to
Jazz
jump
death
around.
metal.
I'll definitely listen to jazz death metal.
Yeah, I'm
Death
doing Kongos.
jazz.
It's the Congos.
Kongos.
Congos.
And the album's called Lunatic.
Lunatic.
And everybody's heard it. I at some point or another, because I mean, back around that time, the singles that were released on the album were super popular. Now, and that's my disclaimer. It's like, even though you've heard the singles so many times and you're probably sick of them by now, I highly recommend listening to the album because it is fantastic.
Yeah, there's always more to an album than just the
Yeah.
singles released.
And
every damn time.
And the singles are good, and yes, they have the radio play to where it's like, God damn it, not fucking again. Why are you playing this song again?
that accordion, though.
And that's the thing. Honestly, that's kind of what piqued my interest, was that one of the instruments that they use a lot on their songs is the accordion. Are you okay, Chris? You choking? You got to spit it out?
I'm good.
You got to spit?
No, I brought the glass up to my face to use it, and then the glass clicked my bottom teeth, and I was like, owie. So I lifted up and it smacked my top teeth. I was like, ow, damn it.
But yeah, like the accordion makes it unique, and it's great. I like it a lot. And I mean, yeah, and it's another one of those like self kind of made bands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's not a whole lot of history, obviously, with this album.
Well, it's new.
Yeah, I mean, because it was originally released in 2012,
Oh,
self-released.
oh,
Off of it was independently released by Tokoloshi, and I'm probably butchering that.
Tokoloshi.
Yeah, that's how I'm pronouncing it though. Tokoloshi, maybe Tokoloshe. I don't know.
Tokoloshi.
But yeah, it was independently released on December 28th, 2012 by Tokoloshi.
2012.
Yeah, I mean it's their second studio album, and it's like I haven't heard their first one, but the second album of theirs is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
And they just released a single off their new album coming out this year that I thought was great too.
What's that? Do we know what that song's called? Just so we know what to look out for.
Oh shit! I wish I'd remember that if somebody wants to look it up right quick.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to play it, but I mean, it is fantastic. I like it. I think they're very unique. The other thing that I learned about them is that they're a family band.
Really? They're all related?
They're all brothers.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And
Brothers.
yeah, but yeah, independently released by Tokoloshi on December 28th, 2012, and then they self-released the album in October 2013 in the U.S. So they independently released in South Africa.
Oh, okay. So they're
where
from
they're
South
from.
Africa.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then they self-released it in the U.S. in 2013, which is extremely difficult to do.
Right.
And then when they got big, it's after they signed with Epic Records, they re-released in 2014.
Damn.
So that's why I said they had
Damn.
released it in 2014, because that's when they were signed by a major label.
They went ahead and did their work, and then when they were signed, they re-released.
Yeah.
And that was when, it was playing on the radio. and-
Yeah, and that's when it all blew up.
Come
you know.
with me now.
But I mean, they're unique to a sense where,
Egomaniac.
Yes, that is fantastic.
It's got a gorilla on the front of it and some pink neon lettering for Egomaniac.
It is fantastic.
Yeah, I don't know.
And the video is pretty good too.
Take It From Me, is that the... Yeah, the
Yeah.
new single, Take It From Me.
Take it from me.
There we go. Now we know.
But it's releasing this year. Anyways, not the album I'm doing because I haven't heard the whole thing yet, which I can't wait. But the genres, they're classified as alternative rock, which makes sense, with this undertone of Kwaito, and I'm probably butchering this. I'm sorry for all those deeper
I am offended.
Yeah, by all those deeper musical nuts than myself. Kwaito, I'm going to say. It's a
Kwaito.
genre that emerged in Johannesburg, South Africa in the 90s. And it's a variant of house music featuring the use of African sounds and samples. It often contains melodic and percussive loop samples, deep bass lines, and vocals. Yeah. So when listening to the album, you definitely hear the samples and stuff like that, but I'd have to hear some authentic Kwaito music to really give a accurate,
Or you could just be
comparison.
British about it and be like, it's shit.
It's shit. No, I mean,
I can't even pronounce it.
their music's fantastic. So
Yeah, I was about to say, like, what you've showed me that before, because you were talking about that when it came out. You're like, I really like this single, and then you did try to show me the album once, but just, for me, it didn't stick. But
yeah, I mean, it's
great pirate music.
I mean, listening to the rest of the album, other than the singles, it might be a tough cookie to chew, but I mean, if you can sit through it and really listen to it, I mean, their vocals are fantastic. All of them sing, all of them play several instruments. I mean, the new single that's coming out, the drummer, I wish I knew his name. He sings the song. It's his song. He wrote it. He
Drum
sings
singer.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, all of the songs are written by them, or one member of the group wrote the songs and stuff like that.
That's cool. How many people are in the band?
4.
Only 4.
Four
Yeah.
brothers.
Yeah, and I mean, this album, completely done by them. That was the other thing that kind of took, I took from it, looking it up and whatever. I mean, Tokoloshi Studios, which they recorded it in, is started by John Kongos, which is their father.
Daddy's studio.
Yeah. So they started
Get that accordion there,
They
boy.
started. It started. He started it so his sons could release their own material as well as collaborative projects. So I mean,
Oh shit! So
damn.
Daddy's
Yeah.
helping.
yeah.
That's
So I mean, it's
badass.
like it's a family project, which I mean, I thought it was great, and I mean, everything on this album is done by them. I mean, it was written, produced, mastered, the artwork, the photography, all of it's
Wow.
done by them.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Self-sufficient machine.
Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there.
That's
And I
fucking
mean,
authentic.
To
man.
think of, all the singles that came off of it. I mean, there's 5 singles off of this. It's I'm Only Joking, Come With Me Now, I Want to Know, Escape, and Sex on the Radio. And
6 on the radio.
yeah, and I mean, the first one, obviously, Come With Me Now, fantastic. Everybody's heard it. I'm Only Joking was the second one that stood out to me. But I mean, it's like the first 5 tracks off the album. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I had to sit down and I actually wrote on my notes recommended songs because it's like those 5 songs are fantastic, and I'm sure somebody or everybody's heard at least one of them at one point. But I mean, the other songs that I recommended are Kids These Days, As We Are, and Traveling On. And As We Are and Traveling On are fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. As We Are builds... It takes you on a roller coaster ride of emotions, basically.
Oh, cool.
It's like it's one of those songs that if you really listen to it and you feel it and it hits you hard, it is a roller coaster of emotions.
like it'll take you down, but then up. And
It's
then
one.
Up and
It's
side.
one that I can't listen to without getting goosebumps.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, it's one of those.
Yeah,
Huh?
and it just might be how my ears are hearing it. It's just something in the melody is like it
Perfect.
clicks.
It's like temperature
Yeah.
change.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I mean, and there's not really much else for me to talk about. I mean, it didn't really do so well on the charts in the U.S. I mean, it peaked at 39.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it ever was it bigger anywhere else? Do you know? Or
No,
Not even in South Africa, Johannesburg.
I wrote down the top one that they charted on, which was 39 in the U.S.
and that was their top.
Yeah.
I wonder if they even have a chart in South Africa.
They're probably worried about other things.
Yeah.
Well, now that there's the apartheid's over, and I think,
Yeah.
and it's like everything's good. They're probably getting their music charts back in order soon.
But I mean,
That's
yeah,
first
it's
on their
like,
list.
yeah, it's like, God damn, we need these music charts. It's over. No more hate. Good. Now let's listen to some fucking music. Do we have any Beatles left?
But yeah, I mean, like the single "Come With Me Now" has reached platinum. I mean, it's
See-
2 years ago, so I mean, that's to think that it's already reached platinum. Just that single,
That's good
It's
for
fantastic.
2
I mean,
years.
the album hasn't been out long enough to
Yeah.
really reach
And-
anything higher
And,
yet.
in these days, it's not about albums as much as it is like you need that single, you need that
Yeah.
hits, you need that to go platinum.
I mean, you have albums that go platinum now too. It's just they're a lot more popular and poppy, and I mean that.
Whenever Metallica releases something,
Yeah, I mean that's me just being judgmental, but I mean what fascinated me was that they did everything for the album. It gives
Yeah.
aspiring artists, I think, in my mind, hope to do their own thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and more artists who are already in that position need to revert back and do that shit more rather than relying on other people to take care of everything.
Yeah.
for
yeah,
them, you know?
and I think it's maturing as a musician. I wouldn't say an artist, but a musician, especially when you're younger and you're playing music.
Yeah.
Of course, the dream is I want to make money doing this one day. I need to get signed.
Yeah.
And then eventually, after a few years, it's kind of like you start to read a lot more into it, and it's like, actually, when you sign yourself to somebody, it's like you lose everything that you want to do. You don't get to do what you want to do. You have to do what they want you to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I
So
mean,
that's really respectable that they do everything themselves.
yeah,
like
and
the
I think
pictures and-
us as a group, I think we respect the artists who actually produce their own stuff
Yeah.
and do everything within their group
yeah.
to make the best possible product, and that's honestly, I think in my mind, one of the better ways to go is to
Yeah, most
you know
definitely.
to really show your creativity. You have a hand in everything. Now, obviously, you're gonna have outside opinions trying to lead you and guide you on a better path. But I mean, if you've got your hands in at least everything, there's no way that your music shouldn't be a fantastic product.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. And that's what's real. Like I have to listen to the complete album now. Now you've inspired me to listen to it again. Lunatic, right?
Yes.
By the Kongos.
Yes. And listen to the whole thing, and it's
what a stamp on that name. I can't believe nobody's used the Kongos yet, and they were like, "Hey, how about the Kongos?"
it's their last name.
Oh yeah, that's right, the Kongos.
Yeah.
We're the Congo brothers, the Kongos. That's like the Ramones.
I mean, it's
Dude, why don't they do
Kongos.
punk rock?
Kongos is their last name, and they're all fantastic, and wonderful musicians. I mean, like I want to say, "Come With Me Now" is sung by the bass player, I think, or sang by the bass player.
That chorus is, I think that's everybody, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the chorus is everybody, but I mean, it's hard to tell really because I mean they all sound fantastic, and it's one of those things where it's I don't care who wrote it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that 4 people can write songs by themselves basically, but sound as a group like everything's meant to be. And I know that they're related, and they're all family and stuff like that. But I mean, it's like saying, Cody, you write a song, Chris, you write a song, and myself write a song. Let's put it onto an album, and you're going to hear 3 different types of genres.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I'm totally open to. Like, I've always wanted to do that. Just like with everybody we know, it's like try to get something going. And
Yeah, but I mean,
know.
that's when it becomes more of a compilation album and not a, as a group effort kind
not
of
a
thing.
work together. Wouldn't
Yeah.
you say that's a band almost?
You would think that.
Yeah. Bunch
Yeah.
of people. I don't know. Stroking my beard with intrigue.
Yeah, you would think that, but I mean, it's fantastic. I mean, it's a great product. I'm very excited for the next album, Egomaniac, to come out. And not only that, but I mean, I love how their album titles kind of coincide together. I'm interested to see what their future products are going to be. I think they're great.
Yeah, it does.
Fantastic.
Now that I know, it's like, wow, these guys are actually doing their own thing. And
I mean, don't get me
They're
wrong, they are signed now with a major record label. But I
Shit
mean,
might change. Yeah.
well, I mean, I listened to the new single and it sounds similar to their other stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously differed in a growing sort of way.
Right.
But I mean, they still have their roots.
That's good.
Yeah, the roots are still there so far.
Right.
The album comes out this year, have not heard it yet, and I'm very excited for it.
yeah, take it from me is that single, and
Off the Egomaniac album coming
Egomaniac.
out this year.
and that's what they're into now. So if you've heard Lunatic before, you might want to check that out and see how they are now that it's like
Giving them a
everything's
pretty
signed.
solid plug. I mean, I know we're not nothing huge, but I mean, it's still every little bit counts, I guess.
Oh yeah, and I'm definitely telling all you motherfuckers out there to listen to What's the Story, Morning Glory. That was released in 1995, and I'm still like, you haven't heard this? I will chase people down and be like, listen to this, please, so we can talk about it.
Either that or just tell them to listen to Wonderwall.
Where were you while we were getting high?
But yeah, that is my Pure Find. I've got nothing else to say about it. It's,
And that's that.
yeah, that's all I got to say about that.
Well, shit, that wasn't even a bad episode. That was pretty tight. We going from all the way from 69, right? With
69.
69. All the way to 1990 fucking 5 with Oasis, the Beatles reincarnate. And then we get the Kongos, Lunatic. And
2014.
Yeah, 2014, which is only 2 years ago.
Yeah,
I'm so old now.
I'm
older and I'm wiser.
I'm thinking about taking a different path on my choices of albums here.
Well, it's that's the fun of it. It's
Yeah.
just fun to like find something you really like and just learn more about it. That's why we started all this is so we can just take these albums that's like, wait, I love this album. I don't know much about it. Let me research
Yeah.
it. And you get to look further into it and you find some fun shit.
You're gonna hear Ian jump around a lot.
Hell yeah. And that's the flavor of it. That's why I kind of wanted to break down the boundaries of vinyl. And it's like, how about albums that you really loved and maybe you owned it once, but on any media because sometimes you just can't find shit. Especially like What's the Story, Morning Glory. Like I don't think that was released on vinyl. I don't
Probably
think it was.
not, but you could get it on vinyl now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Because
You
I
can-
mean, I can
yeah.
get Lunatic on vinyl. I just have to order it online, brand new.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
and then that's
Which,
not
I
really
mean-
finding as much as is like.
Yeah,
Boom.
you're definitely not gonna find Oasis vinyl in a store.
No.
Yeah.
Unless you go to like a Barnes and Noble or some shit where they have
Which-
brand new albums.
Which
you
I'm
know?
sorry, if I walk into a Barnes and Noble and I see the brand new copy, like I will purchase that and then I will use it in the damn
Yeah.
show. It's like I did find this.
Yeah.
It was $30 but I found it.
Yeah, $30 when I'm pretty sure they sold these for 78 cents back when way back when my mammy was.
I mean, that's like what Cody and I were talking about earlier. My Rolling Stones album that I'm not going to name right now because I will be using at a later date. You know, what I found that for.
Yeah.
You know, the price that I got that for, the whole shebang was perfect.
Yeah.
Price ain't bad on that one.
No.
Sweet. You did get another good pickup, which I'm waiting for you to whip it out on one of these podcasts, man. I'm making hand signals to Ian right now. Just like, oh, fuck. I wish I knew American Sign Language. See, kids, this is why you got to learn it. You got to learn American Sign Language so you can talk to people during the podcast but not give anything away. Yeah. But I just found the Clash Combat Rock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, now you know. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, now we're
Not the same album though. We're keeping it super secret. I did want to continue. I didn't want to totally continue with the question because now we've all discussed our albums and now we come to the closer of the show. So we're good. And we've got time. So we're fine. Oh.
well. So
Ian
let's
holds
wrap.
up the time. I'm like, oh fuck.
So let's wrap it up a little bit. So
All right. So, wrap it before you tap it.
what are we closing with?
I want to know what songs do you use to mend your broken hearts? Or to just feel better?
Death metal.
Okay. Any specific bands? You know,
No.
Emperor? You know?
I think I'm on the same lines as what I think
Dispelment?
Cody's going to say on his.
I'm not going first.
Some of mine. Well, first was it
Kissed by a Rose.
Irreplaceable, Kiss My Rose.
Oh, no,
You
I know
must
where you're
not
going.
know
Yeah.
about me. Definitely all time my favorite. If I'm seeing a young woman and then things don't really happen and we split up, I always listen to Changes by Black Sabbath.
It's a great song, man.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going through changes. It's not so sad as it is like, I'm changing. It's like, this
Right.
isn't a bad thing. I just need to change who I am here and, change my thought process. It's a beautiful song. And Ozzy and Kelly Osbourne,
Yeah.
both, they do a rendition of it, which was also pretty damn
Just
good.
as amazing. Yeah.
But the first time hearing that shit, back in high school when everything is the end of the world, that shit will help you.
Yeah.
That or I just listened to some NWA. I was like straight out of Compton.
Right.
Like,
And it's like hearing that song
Now I
for
feel
the first
better.
time, you wouldn't even think it's Black Sabbath either.
Oh,
it's,
hell
it's
no.
so far from Sabbath. Even so far from Ozzy when he went solo. It's
Yeah.
like, this is
like,
Ozzy?
through breakups, I usually end up with like I do sad songs first, and then like maybe 4 days later, it's like okay, Weird Al from here on. Just because I've always loved Weird Al.
Yeah, see, that's what I was going to say. Like, I do have some select songs that will mend my broken heart, but after those ones are finished playing, man, it's always AC/DC all the way.
Yeah?
Because it totally gets my mind off it. Like, I remember when,
You gotta roll down.
whenever I would have to take my girlfriend up north, I'd take her home, and I'd have to drive back, and I'd always feel sad because I'd have to leave my woman
Yeah,
up
it's
north
like,
to come back
man.
down home.
Oh man.
But I'd put on AC/DC and I'd feel fucking great, man. Like it would really chill. More so Bon Scott. I
Oh,
would
okay.
say. Yeah.
I just love Brian Johnson.
But like my number,
But yeah, I guess Bon Scott's okay too.
yeah, he's all right. That guy.
Yeah.
The greatest.
Yeah,
But,
perfect.
But no, my number one Mend a Broken Heart song would definitely be "Helplessly Hoping" by Crosby, Stills,
Yep.
Nash. Yeah.
And I'm on the same line.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
song.
man.
Such
I
a
mean, I could
sad song.
listen to that entire album. I can listen to them all day, but
That whole album mends a broken
Yeah,
heart.
it
It really,
really
does.
does.
But that song hits home the most.
oh
man.
yeah,
Every time.
the harmonies, the guitars, everything is
Yeah.
just fantastic.
The story it tells too is so
Yeah.
sad because it's saying exactly what you probably just went through mending your heart, you lost somebody,
Yeah.
It's
good song.
a great song, yeah.
Oh yeah. Is that your pick
Yeah,
as well?
Yeah, we
I'm-
have the same pick.
Oh yeah,
Well, I
I
hope
was
you
on
guys
the-
never get together and then break up. Then you're gonna hear helplessly.
No, it's
hoping.
my song. I get this into marriage. Damn it!
No, because I was about to say like, because you'll like break up and be like, God damn, fuck him.
All
And
Chris is
then
gonna
you'll
hear
put
is
on-
helplessly hoping.
Yeah, you're gonna put on helplessly hoping. Then you'd be like, God damn it! It reminds me of him. Oh my god.
You would get tired of CSNY really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
I go out and hear it. I come home and hear it. You guys suck.
I definitely like Jake's idea. He was like Star Wars theme. I'm like, yes. I'm like, that says
It's a good
Chris.
fail-safe.
Yeah. Jake's a fucking genius.
Now-
I hope
now-
he comments more.
Now all I think of is like Jake going straight to like the Darth Vader march, the Imperial March. That's how Jake mends a broken heart. Dun, 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 dun.
Make everything metal, like new metal with some rap in there.
Yeah, Chris just won.
Oh, we're the Empire Stormtroopers, huh? Yeah.
Empire.
The Empire. Yeah.
Pyre,
God.
pyre, pyre.
I don't know who the fuck does that in the rap songs and stuff. It's like full of people shouting and it's just random as fuck.
The hype man.
I guess. Like I just remember hearing Lil Wayne years ago in some asshole's car, and it was just like, and then out of nowhere it's this giant voice going, "The Empire," and I'm like, is that like an artist thing or whatever? But he said it like 15 times.
That's what they do in every rap song nowadays.
Yeah, right.
They say the same words 15 times.
8 men on stage, each have a microphone, can't understand a damn thing anybody's saying. Alrighty, well, looks like that's about our time.
Yeah,
So,
we're wrapping up.
Sweet. We are out of here. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to Pure Finds. Keep a watch on Facebook. Now you'll see that we are on YouTube, and we decided to change that, and we're never going back. We are YouTube forever. And definitely stop by, leave some comments, let us know what you think, anything we may be able to do better, or something you might want to hear on the show. We might be able to do one of your Pure Finds.
Have a new question for you next week.
Yeah, we'll have a new question.
Yeah.
Just watch the Facebook, like I know some of you are, so don't even try to play with me. So just leave a comment, let us
see
know.
your likes.
Yeah, like, I see all of your likes. I see what you're doing. You think I'm just working and busy all the time. No, I'm on Facebook. That's our show again. I'm Chris Morrison.
Ian.
Cody.
And we are Pure Finds. We are getting the fuck out of here now. Listen to some
Good night.
Yeah, now listen to some awesome outro music.